hands land over her heart space with some loving circles. And then slow that down. And then keeping one hand over heart, taking the second hand to solar plexus, the heart space, the place of compassion, love, forgiveness, empathy. And the hand over solar plexus is a really amazing energetic center that when we are able to find a softening and a freeness here, that we get to stand in confidence, solid ground. It's also a place that if you think about a coin, the other side of the coin, when we're not tapping into it, can be that place of fear or scarcity or uncertainty. So let's go ahead and take a nice big breath, filling up the top hand with love, and then sending some of that love to any of the fear or the doubts in the bottom hand. And again, filling up the top hand, almost like we're creating a circuit. And then exhale, sending that powerful love to anything that has felt shadowy or dark or hard. Again, inhaling into heart space. Exhaling into solar plexus. And one more round. And then the top hand will come to meet the bottom hand at solar plexus, and we'll take a big circle down to the left side of the belly, all the way down and around and up to the right side. And nice slow circles, no rush at all. And anything that you have been processing, making sense of, maybe that's where some of the fear has come up. Just a little wish that you may be able to process it with a little bit more ease. And with that reminder that sometimes things also just can't be comprehended, right? We can't make sense of it always. And then we'll go ahead and take the hands following the stomach meridian, and we'll go down the legs. So if you're in a chair, just use your hands on your quadriceps. If you're on the ground, you can extend the legs long and use the heel of the hand. This stomach channel, dealing with processing of all the things, processing of thoughts, emotions. And if you are in a chair, you can just bring a leg kind of into a light figure 4. If you're on the ground, make a little, kind of like you're trying to be a pretzel. Hi, Austin. And that stomach channel is going to shimmy off to the side. And this is a point that we've done, or a line that we've done before. So find your knee, find that little bony protrusion. And then right next to the shin, this is following the stomach meridian. And we're just giving ourselves a little extra support today with the processing. If it's feeling especially tender, just keep your fingertips being the tool. If it feels not so tender, you can support the knee and change it into a little papow up and down. And this meridian has a little interesting dance. We're just gonna, when you're ready, brush down. It ends at the second toe. You know, I haven't looked up. Is it called, can we call it the index toe? Like the index finger? Does anyone know the answer? think I've talked about this a little bit before. Let's go ahead and take it to our second side. So find that location again, the knee, the bony knob, the shin, right alongside the spine. And just start with your thumbs first, just to kind of see. Meridians, which are energy flows in the body, the major ones either start or end on our fingers or our toes. With the exception, I don't know why, this doesn't make sense to me, so I just have to let it be. But the middle toes do not have a beginning or an end. It's the only one that has not, I don't know. And then maybe some papaws if it's not super tender. And then again, we'll just go kind of follow the foot and then to that second toe, which may or may not be called the index toe. Nice. Beautiful. And we'll go ahead and find our way into a nice open butterfly shape. And if you have a couple of pillows and you want to bring them in for a little support for the legs and the hips, feel free. If not, no worries. But definitely lift up and pull your booty cheeks back so that you're nice and tall on your sits bones. That will help with your posture. And we're just going to take some brushes up and down the legs. I love that Austin is just really involved today. I just see a tail going back and forth there. Nice. And then go ahead and bring the legs together and do the outside line of the legs as well. Good. And then we'll go ahead and come back to our extended kind of open butterfly and invite one leg in. So it's almost like we're like a butterfly on a tightrope. Take the opposite hand into a fist and let's go ahead and give some nice little easy rocks and a pressing into the arch of the foot. And I know that most of us, myself included, have times in life where we just get so in our thoughts. Yeah, so into the mental energy. So one of the best things we can do when we notice that that happens is to come down to the feet, the opposite side of the body. Just bring the awareness, the energy down. Good. And then we'll simply do that on the second side. If your legs need a little break in between, you can give them a little shimmy shake. And then we'll find the opposite butterfly on a tightrope. And that familiar rock as we use the opposite hand to press through primarily the arch, but there might be some other spaces and places on the ball, the foot, or the heel. And as you're feeling balanced on your two sides, we'll go ahead and take it back to a few more brushes in butterfly. No rush, a few more brushes on the outside of the legs. And then coming back into your extended butterfly and taking a little gentle hinge from the hips. So no rounding of the spine needed, just that little gentle hinge. And you can use your thumbs to walk up and down the arches of the feet. It's a little bit more of a specific tool. And if you want a little bit more, you can invite your legs closer in for a little bit more of a intense butterfly. Can we intense butterfly? Sure. Yeah. Nice. And then a little gentle on each toe, but I want you to try to get the inside of the toe. So a little pull on the inside of the toe and just work your way on up those toes. Some of you might have a little sock jam up in there. That's okay. And no rush at all. As you're ready, we're going to transition our shape So giving those wrists a few little rolls, finding your way into all fours as you're ready. And tucking all the toes underneath, so you're getting a stretch through the toes and the soles of the feet. S-O-L-E. Isn't English a funny language though? S-O-U-L. Yeah, S-O-L. Maybe a little rock here. Good. And then take those feet and press the top of the ankles down. This is it's a pretty gentle stretch to the top of the ankles, but if we think about our feet, they're always in a flexion. So this is a nice little ah. And we'll do that just one more time, tucking toes. Maybe you're good. Maybe you want to take a little lean back. Maybe there's a little rock. So again, we'll go ahead and take the tops of the feet and press them actively. Another big breath. And then we'll go ahead and take ourselves into a runner's lunge, although if you prefer doing a quad stretch, you're welcome to lay on your side. Feel free to pad up under the back knee. And as you come down and through, go ahead and give that back glute a little squeeze. Maybe take your front foot a little bit wider with a little heel toe. And if you're like, that is more than enough, awesome. If you want to drop down on the hand, you can drop the hip through. That front foot potentially can lightly angle open. And then maybe that hand, hi Austin, can slide down and press to the pinky edge of the foot. Good. And then let the heart shine through. That heart that is always full of love. And take one more huge breath, maybe the biggest of your day. And then we'll slowly, gently gather ourselves back up as we shift our weight on back. And if you're opting for the quad stretch, just roll to your second side. For those of you runners lunging, take a few little forwards and backs. Good, coming down and through as you're ready with that little back cheek squeeze. Maybe take your front foot just a little wider. And you'll either stay there or drop the hand and the hip through. And again, if you're doing that, that front foot can stay as it is. I just personally like to do that little diagonal and a press out to that pinky edge. And then that front hip also gets a little something. Heart forward. Good. And big breath. And then you're going to decide if you want to just take that low lunge to stand, or if perhaps there is another way that you would like to find your way up. No rush. As you come up, we'll take a gentle little shift from side to side. And a little baby drag of the foot so you can just feel the surface area on the bottom of the foot. Good. We'll come up back to center. Nice big inhale as we reach up. We're going to stay over on the first one. Exhale, find your fly. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, release, and take your hands to the tops of your feet. Maybe your elbows can bend and support the shins. Relax the head fully. Just grounding it through the feet. Good. One more big breath. And then hands to the earth. Nice big inhale. And if there's any residue of any of the things, big exhale. Compost. Soften those knees. Slowly, gently melt on up. Beautiful. Oh, so delicious. Best roll-ups I've seen all day. Give yourself a few shoulder rolls. Go ahead and stagger your feet. Take a few little rolls to that front pinky. Big inhale, reach up, look up. And exhale down. Good. And switching the sides. Little rolls to that pinky edge, really feeling. Big inhale, reach. And big exhale, release. Beautiful. Bringing the feet underneath you, taking a little up and down, going to the ball, and then just a gentle little roll back towards the heel. Taking one more little up and down. Good. Pick a leg, find your balance. Take some big circles around foot and ankle. With a shout out to that second toe, the index toe, the reverse direction. Good. And then shake a leg, shake a leg, shake a leg, shake a leg. And at second side, as we get ready to close, just finding a little bit more energy into the grounding earth energy. Good. Reverse direction. And a shake, 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 shake. Good. Rub your hands together. Take the hands to knees. Big breath here. Rubbing hands together, hands to front hips. Maybe a little bit more space in the feet. And a big breath here. Rubbing hands together. And going back to solar plexus and heart, softening or closing the eyes. And taking a moment once again to fill up the heart space. And exhale, sending some extra love to anything that has felt a little tricky, fearful, sticky. And using the energy, the power of your heart space to breathe into any of those little edges or corners. One more big breath. Landing hands together. Namaste. Thanking yourself for showing up to your practice. And may we lead with open hearts today and each day forward. Much, much love and gratitude. Namaste.